The other one, you're a hero. You make a high return. I think that's what's going on early cycle, and I think we're in that cycle. I saw it happen in the global financial crisis. I would say if I were to layer one on the other, I would say we're in the second half of 2007 today. The second half of 2007 was that very early stage where people were getting a sense that things are not quite right. And I remember very well seeing mezzanine pieces in commercial real estate that were, par, being offered at 90, and buyers thinking, wow, this is a great deal. And I would look at it and go, that's not even worth $1. It's literally going to get worth $0, because when the asset gets revalued and someone buys the first mortgage, they're going to get squished. The mezzanine is going to be worth $0. So paying 90, while it seemed great because yesterday it was par and now you get to buy it at 90, that was the greatest example of a falling knife, right? So I saw some of that happening in the fourth quarter of 2007. I think we're in a similar spot today. Maybe a little bit better, maybe the first quarter of 2008. There's some, nothing's perfect, but it's because I do also see some good deals being done, not all bad deals. Whereas fourth quarter of 2007, there weren't any good deals being done. It was all bad deals. So I think today we're mixed, some good deals, some not so good deals. I think that will give way to more opportunity, more broad opportunity. But for there to be more broad opportunity, and to your point, there has to be an imbalance of sellers to buyers, right? There has to be more people seeking liquidity than holding liquidity. And until that imbalance presents itself, there won't be great opportunities. So that doesn't exist by and large today. But I think most people anticipate that it will exist soon.
When you talk about the 2007 and that being this moment now, 2007 was not even close to the depths that we actually sank to, which was at the end of 2008.
No,
right?
2007, late 2007, people were still originating loans, and some people didn't even know there was a crisis.
That's right. Yes.
So it was the analogy is somewhere between fourth quarter of 2007 and first quarter of 2008 to me, where we are now. Because in the first quarter of 2008, there was some capitulation, but not much. We're in that spot now. But I think that also people are trying to be patient, right? And banks are being told by the Fed to be patient, because there's an understanding that it's not because of gross mismanagement and, as you say, necessarily over leverage, although I think there was some mismanagement and some over leverage, but the impetus was a virus, right? So I think the orientation is to let's be kind to everyone for as long as we can be as a system. Ultimately, people do what they need to do to protect their own franchise, right? Ultimately, the head of a bank and the regulators to whom they report and the stockholders to whom they serve have to say, protect our interest. I can't really sanction you protecting the borrower's interest any longer.
Right.
And that's when opportunities will arise.
That's when the dislocation occurs. Exactly. Right. That's right.